Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
So Gene has the goose pox. Is that what you said? Goose pox?
That would make sense based on his character.
Some kind of pot.
Welcome to Reaper Miniatures. For our D&D game, Reaper Errant, you might have noticed an extra name on there. That glowing light in the right corner is the Beam Me Up Justin Elliott. He does not want his face to be seen.
That's
Still
really
the
annoying.
disembodied voice of Justin.
Hello, everyone.
Still disembodied.
He's taking this witness protection thing just too far.
Open the pod bay doors, Justin.
He's currently
Screw a
embodied by
beard
a
like I did.
glowing alien light.
Yep.
Wait, I didn't catch what you held up. I missed it. Dang.
Oh, hold on.
Other way. No, other way.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more at our new guest. Yeah.
You need to rig up a spinner thing there. I see all the crossed out arrows. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's cute.
You need a spin indicator.
Very high tech.
Spin the bottle.
Huh. I am going. I forget how a lot of the switching stuff works. Also, Justin. So
Oh, boy.
I think. Now I don't. Because it's the turnaround things that I'm interested in at the moment. Remembering.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to remember how that works very well, but that's okay. I'll fumble through it. Justin and I will fumble through it. Justin's playing tonight, which is exciting.
Oh, there's that cool little guy with his shawm.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if it's-
There he is.
Look at that.
His war shawl.
There it
Pugh
is.
Joel.
Pooh hole.
Pugh
The
Joel.
mighty shawl.
Yep, that's a big shawm you got there, pal.
That's
Yeah.
right. The better to shawm you with.
Wait,
Oh.
there's a
Okay,
missing load.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
There we go. You got it. There's two
There's
buttons
Gooseneck.
here. We got to load the data.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
we got to
all
show
for
the data. But
That's sure
Gooseneck
not in this picture.
is not going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
Correct. He is
Oh.
not.
So it's a little
Dang.
bit of a bummer.
It's a major bummer.
Yeah.
Who's
I
Yeah,
hope
he's
he's
our
okay.
Yeah.
We got corn cob now, though.
There's
Yeah.
Corn Cob. Corn Cob's
He's
pretty
our
cool.
healer.
Corn cup with his cornrows.
That's right. It's played by Jason. And then we have Michael Proctor, which is playing.
Abran.
Yeah, you're the closest thing
Ab-
we have to a fighter, so we're going to stand behind you now.
Abran the Mighty.
Abman.
Yes.
It's kind
Yes.
of
Give
a
me
weak
s-
Abran. You need the real Abran.
We do not have
Get-
information for
working on
Rhonda's character. So, Rhonda, will you tell us about your character a little bit?
She is a tiefling warlock.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Justin, we also don't have information about Justin's character. It was a little bit, we decided last minute he needed to come in, so we get a 5-player party. But Justin, could you tell us about your character?
Yes, I'm playing a high elf, thanks to Anne, thank you, wizard that goes by the name of Ivan, spelled Qiven, but the Q is silent. You don't say the Q. That causes problems.
No, don't say that Q.
Don't say the Q. And
Why even say it? Why even tell us about the Q if we can't say the Q?
Well, because my character has a problem with the Q. So an
Make you want to
unsuspecting
say it.
villager decides to say the Q, then
Ooh.
it could find a fireball coming their way. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
So-
right. Tell us about it.
We are first level.
Bring it on, Mr. High Elf.
Just- Someone's excited about
Probably
learning
reduce the chance of fireballs quite a bit
that.
in first level.
Inter-party conflict.
It should reduce the chance a little bit, at least, by
I'm annoyed by the number of elves in this party.
Hey. Don't be that way.
We got Abman and Quiven. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
boy.
Ivan.
All right.
Ivan, I changed it. It's Ivan.
I know I'm supposed to be
Quivering
DMing.
Abman. That's what I heard.
Quivering Ab Man. That's beautiful.
Quivering Abman.
Quivering Abman and Pooh Hole. The dynamic duo.
All right, we better get going.
Let's play some D&D.
Right.
Let's play
So-
some D&D.
If you missed 2 weeks ago's game, the adventurers went to a farm that was fairly away from town.
And it was haunted.
Well, they rescued. Did we play the same game? They rescued the farmer.
I was playing like it was haunted.
The farmer's child, who was stuck in was rescued by a forest spirit, probably a dryad, and there was a red cap that they had to dispense of, and all of this was caused, they believe, by some forest witch or hag, but they're not really sure about that. So they're back in town.
The kid was a ghost. It was terrible.
He's very corporeal.
We saved the kid.
You were heroes. You saved the kid.
We were. And
were,
stopped
except
that
there's
red
a-
cap.
Bear out
Yeah,
there
we-
that doesn't like Cameron very much.
There's a
No.
there's a bear that doesn't like Abron very much. You're right. Right about that. All right. So where we're starting today is everybody is had a long rest. They, of course, there. So you should have no
2
depletion of hit points. You should have maximum spell slots. All that stuff should be available to you. And you were back in town, and there's a little bit of a just as you're coming together, there's a little bit of a ruckus as one of the town's officials come up to you and say, "Yeah, you've all saved that family from earlier, right? That was your group, right?"
Yes, out at the haunted
Yes.
farm.
Well, good. We have a problem. I could really use your help. I'm quite concerned. I think there might be a problem. Oh, I don't want anybody to die, but I
Let's
will.
spit it out, man.
Well, a mob of townsfolk have gone off to the orphanage, and they're not happy with the teacher there. Some rumors have come about that there have been problems with their children, and she did file a complaint not too long ago that something was happening. Just yesterday, in fact, we got it. But
Oh,
they were in a awful tuss, and I'm afraid that they're going to do something awful to her. She has been doing a wonderful job monitoring the children, but she's in a bad situation. I can offer you a little bit from the town's coffers, perhaps 20 gold each.
sold.
What do you want us to do exactly for 20 gold?
It's 20 gold. It doesn't matter. 20 gold. That's more than I got.
Kill
Well, I
Athens,
feel
doesn't
obligated to
matter.
actually
Let's go
do
for it.
something for my
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Reprobate.
Well,
You stay here. We'll go on the adventure.
just prevent them from. If they bring her back, that might be responsible. She is under scrutiny. Her children have been disappearing lately, and well, they think that these townsfolk think that she's killing them. But she's
Anybody ever said she might be a witch that lives in the woods?
No, not her. Sarah's an upstanding woman, but they've got it in
You
for
killing
her.
kids. Yeah.
So what are their complaints? What has she
Well-
ostensibly done?
Well, she's not protected. They're a bit mob-like right now, to be honest. I don't know. I think they were just out looking for trouble, to be honest. But their complaints, as they've put them forward, is she had and was responsible for 11 children at the time, and now she's, I guess, from the last report, 5 of them have gone missing in the last week, and the folk believe that she's doing something improper with them.
So she is overwhelmed and she ate a few of the kids and That's basically what we're talking about.
Oh dear, I hope not.
But everything was
Hmm.
fine until about a week ago.
Yes, it was about a week ago where, well, that's when we
Did
got
she
the notice.
contact
Yes,
so she contacted you when the first child went missing?
immediately.
Ooh.
And we
Is she
didn't
an
make a
elf?
big deal of
And
it. No, she's a
they didn't
tiefling.
go missing at the same
Oh,
time.
well, that explains it.
No, they didn't go missing at
I
the same
think
hired
time.
a tiefling to be a teacher.
Well,
Hey, most of those rumors are over exaggerated.
she takes care of
Yeah.
the orphanage and all the children there. She does a splendid
Yeah.
job.
Sure, she does. That's
Hmm.
why 5 are missing.
Well, if you could get to the bottom of it and at least prevent some bloodshed, it's okay if they have to bring her in, but they looked, well, angrier than logic.
How many of them were there?
There are 4 or 5 of them.
Abran has more arrows than that. Let's move out. I'll take your 20
Let's go.
gold.
Yeah. Let's
Were
go.
they
Just save
angry
one
about
for the
anything
teacher.
prior to this?
Well,
Is this a group of people that typically get annoyed about stuff? Or?
this particular group of rabble do take up arms rather quickly, but
The pitchfork.
they are townsfolk. They pull their weight around
Pitchforks
here
is
usually.
Let's go over there and check it out.
Yeah, I think we'd be happy to investigate this.
Yep.
Oh,
Children in
Sure.
jeopardy and all that.
Yeah.
He reaches into and he pulls out a bag. It's got a pouch. It's 20 gold each, and he pays it to you
Wow.
up front.
So that's 2,
That's even
4,
better.
6. That's 100 gold.
Yeah.
I'll put that with the Onyx Gym.
What can we buy with this?
Lots of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Do you think we
nothing
could
until we
afford
get back from investigating the problem.
Well,
we
I
got
mean,
paid
wait.
up.
Would it be frowned upon to spend our money first? What if
Children are
hypothetically
Time.
Where,
we needed
where
a
is your
scroll of
priority?
fireball?
Weaven?
What are you going
Let's-
to go buy?
Yeah.
A scroll of fireball.
Well, for 20
Fireball.
gold. Sure you are.
Yeah.
All day and all
Do they
night.
cost-
Maybe
do they
you
cost-
maybe you could buy a couple of orphans to replace the missing ones. Let's go.
There you
See,
go.
that's why haven't we done this yet? And we pocket the rest and we move on.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
have all the townspeople stuff that we're going to have to kill. To get to the
Abran,
witch.
you're in charge of
Yeah.
Queven. Let's go.
Yes. Let's go.
All right.
We're
Turn.
gonna-
Well, that would be
go.
Ivan.
Yeah.
He-
Let's
Sorry.
go track down. Let's go to this orphanage and take care of these townsfolk.
Do we know where it is, or do we need directions?
Yeah. So he says that so yeah, you know where it is, on the outskirts of town, not nowhere near as far away as the farm you were at. There was a manor house quite a few years ago that you heard about that was kept well, but when the aging owner died, they bequeathed it to the town, and in their sort of their will, asked that it be given to help children. So some of it is run down now, but most of the main buildings of this large estate were taken up to be used as an orphanage at their bequest.
So,
Okay.
yes, we do know where it is, right?
Yep.
All right.
You do know where it
Okay.
is. So you head around town.
Dun, dun, dun. Get ready.
Dun, 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 dun. What's your walking order?
I'll go
I'll
first.
I'll take post.
I'm in the back in case any
Second.
spare gold pieces fall.
Second.
Yeah.
I'm behind the cleric in
Uh,
case I need healing.
Where's
I
the
thought
cleric?
you said you were
Oh,
going at the
me.
very
I'm
back.
the cleric. Yeah, that
Yeah,
looks
he's going
good.
at the very back, though. No? Okay.
That's
Now,
Justin
which
in
one's
the back
Quiven?
there. That's
Quiven's in
that's
the back?
Queefin in the back. Yeah, Queefin's in the back.
Wow.
That would be Ivan.
That gnome figure looks great.
Yeah.
That gnome figure is fantastic.
Yeah, you look just like a poo hole.
Even.
Hey, shut up,
He's
you.
small enough to.
You know, you've been with the
Well,
party
enough to
10
go
minutes.
with
You already
people.
made 20 gold. I think you better be quiet.
Exactly.
It's a whole light I didn't get.
Exactly.
I'm going to give quick instructions to the camera operator. And could you drop down the bottom of that and widen the sides, and we'll just make it mirror the other light. There's a whole light I didn't set up. Can you believe that?
Oh,
Actually, that'll
that's
work.
fun.
Let's not get finicky. That'll work. Okay. And now I'm blinded.
So it's morning, afternoon?
It is probably early afternoon.
Good.
All right.
Cool.
So as you get here, you approach and you see a upturned cart. I'm going to move this camera a little bit, or actually,
What was the
Anne's probably-
orphanage lady's name again?
Sarah.
Sarah.
And she's a tiefling, huh?
She is.
Oh.
Tiefling witch. Cannibal witch.
Hey.
I
Does
didn't
she
say
make
you
them-
were a cannibal witch. I thought this
Tieflings are-
tiefling was.
Upstanding citizens.
Sure they
when-
are. Except the ones that kill and eat kids.
Except the ones that aren't, of course.
Yeah.
Like
All
no
good
apostrophe.
until they do that.
Cannibal witch, not cannibal, comma
Yeah.
witch. I mean, that's what I meant.
I'm going to take
Yeah.
camera 2 because I assume Anne's got it. Oh, wait a minute.
And it's suddenly nighttime.
Nightfall. Oh,
Camera 2's
yeah.
not even
sun
on.
rises.
Is it turned
We're
off?
dead in that frame.
You don't.
We're just a bunch of grease spots.
We're trying to figure out what happened to camera 2. It's suddenly
Oh.
not even there.
Uh-oh.
I might have
Age
to
is
figure
being
this out.
dictated by cameras.
Is the back of it on even, Ann?
I would like to say still more professional than Reaper Miniatures.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Reaper
Yes.
Miniatures.
Totally. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, when I'll let Justin tell me when camera 2 comes back up. He can have a look at it.
All right.
So
I got you.
You get to this area where a cart is overturned, and you can just see it behind me in particular in this scene here.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
it
know,
looks a little bit suspicious, I'm going to say.
Abran, check it out.
I go
Yeah.
check out the cart.
The
It's
rest
got a
of us will
10-foot.
wait if he dies.
Yeah. Do I need to roll with my perception?
Absolutely.
Or?
If you're tracking or looking around like that, you'll need survival. Otherwise, you can use investigation.
So my investigation, I have a +2, and I rolled D20, right?
Yep. And then add the 2 to it.
I got a 4. So
Oh, you're rolling like
Fantastic.
me.
yeah,
I can try if you want.
Yeah.
I'll go up there and try, I suppose.
All right, go for it.
I don't see nothing. Is there a cart here?
Just looks
Somebody
normal.
said
I
there
got
was a
a-
cart
Should we
here.
all
I don't
look
even
around?
see that
I got a
cart.
19.
Yeah.
I got a 19 on my survival. I don't think I have anything else that's close.
Don't too many go
No,
up there.
that's actually very good. I know what it is, Anne, by the way. I'm sorry. I'll fix it in a moment. Yeah, you see the cart. You go up, and it looks like this is the cart. It's a smaller cart, but it was used by. It just looks like it was recently overturned. Your assumption immediately is that it's the mob of people. They had come up in a cart and they decided to dispense with it so they could move a little faster. There are no animals present pulling it, so maybe they're now riding the animal. You're not really sure about that part.
So I think they were riding in the cart, and then they just jumped out and turned it over. Not they came upon it and turned it over in their anger.
Yeah, you think that they're riding in it and they turned it over. You don't know the reason why they turned it over, though.
But it looks like they turned it over, and not that it was forced over by something else.
Yeah,
There's
it
no
doesn't
other-
look damaged in any way. It almost looks like it was placed here.
Is it on its side
No,
or is it on its? Is it?
It is up
split?
on its side.
Okay.
Does
Oh,
it
here's
look
the
like
They
Made
see
by,
the tracks of the.
a magical loot player or something?
Ooh, hold on. Rhonda, what was that?
I was just wondering if he sees the tracks of the animals or animals that would have been pulling it.
Well,
going
your
away from
tracker got a 4, so they didn't see it. Uh,
Don't worry, I'll push my way through the line of people and try my skill at tracking as a
Obviously, it
wizard.
was an owl.
Are you proficient
Owlbear.
with so anybody who's proficient with survival skill can do some limited tracking. If you're not proficient with it though,
I'm proficient with it. The
I'm
mighty
not
Pugh
proficient.
will.
okay.
Oh,
But you said
with
we
that
also could investigate, right?
You can investigate there,
I-
absolutely.
I also have animal
Investigation I
hand.
can do.
Would that help me with tracking?
I can't.
With what kind of tracks?
Not without the way to have them pointed out first.
Okay.
Rhonda, what
All
was
right.
your investigation?
My investigation is 18, and I am proficient in it.
Okay, perfect. And Bobby, you said you were going to give it a try for survival because you were proficient?
Yes, I rolled a
Oh,
one.
a 1. Okay, well, Pew Joel
Not
is
very
Oh,
just
proficient.
enjoying the walk.
Yeah. Alas.
Rhonda, you
Poohole doesn't see the cart either.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't see a cart either.
What's this
Totally.
card we're all talking about?
Cart.
I believe those are hippogriff tracks.
It's time for my charm practice anyway.
Rhonda,
I
you
thought you were
actually
practicing. That won't be
see
good.
that after investigating it, you see that there are some supplies that they had been in the back of the cart, and they just push the whole wagon around, and you can see the indentations in the ground where they might have just started taking some of them, but there's none left. But you can clearly see something spilled out of the cart. It still doesn't make sense why they would turn over the cart just to take stuff out of it. It's a little bit boggling to you, but you do definitely see that they've turned over the cart. They've picked up the stuff that was in it that fell on the ground.
Does it look like they've
I'm
left hastily?
They did leave hastily. There could have been some other reason or influence.
I think we should keep an eye open. I think something's maybe spooked them, or maybe
Yeah.
whatever's taking the kids went after these guys.
Now,
I think we should be careful.
should
I
we
feel like we
continue
need
to
to move
Yeah, I
forward
think-
cautious.
Yeah, we need to get to the orphanage to prevent the mob.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the
Yeah.
mob. I'm kind of worried for Sarah myself.
Yeah. Let's
Maybe
get
the
to that
mob starts
orphanage.
fighting with each other.
I'm worried for everyone.
Not
Okay.
possessed.
So you head to the orphanage.
There's not red cap
I'm gonna
around
go
here, is
put there. Well, there was one, but not anymore. I'm gonna go put a
there?
mini
There's no
down
red cap
and
area.
activate the camera. I'll be right back.
Hey, did Chris Lewis do that cart? Or did you do that cart, Jason?
I didn't do that one. Mine is a pumpkin cart. Solid
yeah.
sides. I think Chris may have done that one.
Okay.
It's a good cart.
It is. I
That's
turned it into an orc war chariot. But
That'd be fun.
you did the big boar, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
big fat
The
pig
boar.
that was full of
Yeah.
yeah.
No. The boar. Didn't you do a boar?
Yeah.
You did a
Yes, I
pig.
did. I did several boars and pigs.
Camera
I'm
2
the
should
boring
be
pig
available
man.
to you now, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
And I hastily painted this cart because I wanted a Reaper cart, by the way, for this. So it's not the great's paint job, but you know.
Oh, it's
Okay.
an awesome
We
looking
won't look
card.
too close as we walk by. We won't walk by and go, God, that's just
I
the cart's
enjoyed
been
getting
painted
this different view of it.
Yeah, who painted this card? Not enough meadow green.
It looks like it was painted in anger.
Well, it probably was. I was attending a class at the time.
Yeah, a very bitter.
go.
Not a painting class, to be clear.
Even better.
Okay.
Up, someone someone died.
I think that was Abran, thank God.
We apparently aren't answering the questions 3 well enough.
I
Or
tried
they're
to
being teleported. Exactly.
into the Forest of Peril or wherever.
It's okay. Let's get this part straight here. Here we go. Let's get this.
We got to get a better portrait for Justin. That's atrocious.
No,
It
it's
is.
fantastic. I'm a machine. That's what that is.
No, you should have used the thing we use on our show.
Okay, so yeah, you approach the orphanage. And
Wow. Busy.
what you see is the tiefling woman is out front, and she is you're from a distance at this point. You hear the occasional over the sound, over the wind, over the air, just the occasional raised voice. But as you approach, you can see that she's sort of animatedly distraught and talking to these townsfolk. They look a little better armed than townsfolk as you get closer, that are starting to surround her.
I'll try to push. I'll not push. I'll try to walk through the mob and interpose myself between her and them.
I will as well.
Okay.
I think a couple of us should stay on this side, though, at least.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I'm
we
with-
got Corncob and Aberrin are walking through to try to interpose. Good.
Come on, Queeper, let's go.
I'm sorry. Who are you referring to?
What's your character name on
Ian.
Get your
it's
fireball
Ivan.
out.
It's
Yeah.
Wanda, what's your
Ivan. I won. Let's go. Come on, Ivan.
I'll cautiously follow Abran. Oh no.
All right.
Oh, you're going to follow up there, intervening,
Don't you
putting
think some of us should stay back here?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
the
should.
Two little ones. Yeah.
Yes.
The two cowards can be in the back.
What is your
Yeah, I'm
character
gonna
name?
Cowards, we're flanking them now. We're flanking them.
So as you approach, as you push through, they say, "Hey, this ain't your business. You should get lost."
We're here on orders from the mayor. You
Well, the
should
mayor,
hold until we figure this out.
the mayor is soft.
Explain-
This woman's been killing the town's children. Look,
I
there's
agree
one
with
child
that.
left.
That's totally possible, but let's make sure before we go cracking skulls, or we're going to start cracking skulls.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God!
Would you like
So
me to
wait,
start
wait.
talking,
So
Jason?
just to be clear, Corncob, it doesn't have to use. If you want to do it, if you want to like flex and do it with physical intimidation or persuasion, I would let you use intimidation.
Actually, my
Affirm.
charisma is 12 plus 3 is 15. I got
do
a
it.
13.
Okay.
I got a 13.
All right. Let's see
So-
here.
And I will flex just to add emphasis.
Um,
Back
Yeah,
off
Everard
or you're
flexes
tasting
just
my
because,
lately, buddy.
okay.
So he adjusts a little bit. And he kind of looks around at his crew that's sort of with him, and he nods, and you can see him ease up. One of them just is a little more, a little less keen on easing up, but they sort of ease down a little bit, and they say, "Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We don't want to let her get away."
We don't. We need to talk to her, though.
What kind of evidence do you have that she's doing something?
She's the only one here. These are her children. And she's being quiet, but you can tell she wants to say something.
Abram, you want to get up there and just make sure you're within
Yeah.
range of her?
Yeah, can I want to roll in it. I want to do a little intimidation thing as well with them so they know that it's not just cornhole.
Okay.
So that was actually an honest mistake. I got a +1 on intimidation, so I rolled a 20. And basically I say to them, you guys are not judge and jury, but I could be your executioner, so you need to back off right now.
Well, Look, we don't want a lot of trouble from outside forces. We just want the right thing for our town's children, right? Right.
Hey, we're from the town too, aren't we?
Well, you've been there a little while, yeah.
I'm from nowhere.
Yeah, we care about our town.
All
And we
right.
all
Want to
then.
do things right.
All right, so Corncob, do you want to go and talk to the orphanage director? Since I just did a threat smackdown, I might want to stay here and be threatening to them.
Yes, I was wondering if the tiefling might have better luck.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Being that
I'll
he's also a
we'll have the
tiefling. I don't know.
tiefling to tiefling conversation.
A tiefling to tiefling
So I guess
talk.
Yeah,
move me
that's a
up
good
to
idea.
speak with the lady. And she has a cat, so that's a bonus.
She does. Okay. She'll back off a bit.
I'm better at the intimidation part of this, I think.
Little tiefling to tiefling, heart to heart. And she says, just as you come up, you can see she's relieved a little bit. And she says, look, I sent word for help from the town. I don't know what's happening here, but it's gotten worse. I don't want to tell them this, but we're just down to little Anne now.
Ooh,
There's only one left.
Wow.
How many were there
don't
to
say
begin
that too
with?
loud.
Well,
Do you have any idea what's been happening?
I've been trying to figure it out. They're just gone in a vanish. Nothing's coming in. I can't explain it.
Are they in a building when this is happening, or they're out in the field, or
Well, it's been at various times. We'll have a great breakfast, and they'll maybe retire to their rooms to play or something, and then there'll suddenly be one less. Just this morning, we lost Jacob.
There's only one more? There's only one left?
There's only Anne left.
Is Anne out here with her, or
Yeah, Anne
Well-
is standing by the door right next to the cat.
Tomorrow, this won't be an issue, and you won't have a job, apparently.
Are they
We'll
in
have
the
a nice
house when they're
private banner.
disappearing? Have they been in a particular room where they're disappearing?
I'm letting Rhonda do this particular chat.
Oh, okay.
Prudent. What
have
is
any
Rhonda's
of the
character?
children? I'm a tiefling too.
What's your name?
Oh, Fathom.
Fathom.
Fathom. Thank you.
Have any of the children that stayed behind said anything or noticed anything, or they just come and say, "Little Timmy's gone," and that's all you know?
Well, there was one report. I didn't think much of it at the time, but and she kind of looks over at the classroom, or at a room at one of the houses. It says they were in class, and well, she said that it was John that had said something, well, inappropriate, and she ran out to tell me, and then the next thing you know, John was gone. That seemed a little suspicious.
So who came to tell you
Well,
that
it
John
was
said something
Cassandra.
inappropriate?
It was Cassandra, but Cassandra's gone now too.
Cassandra's gone now too. Was John the first one to go missing?
No, he was about the third.
And you haven't been kind of keeping them all together, keeping an eye on them since this started?
Yeah.
You let
Well,
them go off and play alone?
they still need some time. I started watching pretty intently the last few days, but I don't watch them at night, and they've disappeared at night as well.
Hmm.
But each child doesn't have their own bedroom, do they?
No, they all sleep in the same common room. Some of them were two to a bed, but now the beds are almost
None of them
empty.
noticed anything. Would you be okay if we talked to Anne and asked her what she's seen?
Yeah, I've tried, but I'd be okay if you did as well.
To the rack.
Is Anne a human child or?
Yeah, Anne is a human child. You can see over her shoulder, or it looks human. Could possibly be half elf, or but you can't tell.
I'm just wondering if she might relate well to the gnome because you're shorter.
I'll go talk to
More
Anne.
like a child.
I relate to
you're
children.
Child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about their size.
I'll go talk to her.
Okay, Pugh.
Is that a
Shaw.
dog or a cat or something back there too?
Yeah.
That's a little orange cat, I think.
Yeah.
It's the cat. We already know it's the cat.
Well, we probably should
Hey.
examine the cat.
Yeah, it might have blood around its mouth.
Wow, such vicious hatred for cats.
He's a dog person.
I'd check my dog too. If kids are missing, I always check my dog to see if it ate them.
Pugil, you get up, you approach Anne, and she just looks kind of at you with wide eyes.
Does she appear nervous or distressed that her friends are vanished?
Make an insight check.
Insight. Oh, nat 20.
Whoa, very
A
nice.
1 followed by a nat 20. How about that?
It happens.
What's my insight? Yeah, my insight's a 0 modifier, so 20.
Okay. You feel like she is pretty. She seems a little bit nervous about all this going on, right? There's men with weapons out here threatening to take away the proprietor of this place has been looking out for her. Suddenly there's a group of other people in. All that stuff is definitely making her nervous, but you don't necessarily sense, it was a really good roll, so you don't necessarily sense that there's a deeper underlying concern that she has.
Now, how close are the other people to us? Could we expect privacy of any kind as I chat with her?
You could walk off just a short way, just another 10 feet or so, and probably expect some real privacy.
All right. I want to get her side of the story away from grown-ups and be down at her level, look her in the eye, and say, tell me the story of where your friends have gone.
Okay. So as you are, she moves over there with you, and she says, well, they were mean, some of them. And I think that meant they would disappear.
So they needed her.
Yeah, well, they were mean. So make another insight check at advantage because you already have a good shot.
17 and an 18.
Okay.
I got no fire, so 18.
I think Bobby's lagging.
You broke up a little bit there.
I rolled advantage. I rolled an 18.
All right.
No modifier. So
okay. You feel like now she is something else is distressing her. But but that she's telling the truth, that that she believes they did bad things, and that's why they're no longer here.
Is she bad? Does she deserve to disappear, or is she a good girl?
No, I've been good. I've done all my chores. I've treated all my friends right. I've been nice to everyone. I've been good.
Now, well, if someone were to be bad, where would they go?
Oh, well, I read a book once in class, and it said that if you're bad, you turn into something less than you were before until you can be good again, and then you become something more than you were before. I think that's what it said.
It's a cult. She's a witch.
Killer.
Let's see if she floats.
And would she want to have her friends back?
I don't know. They seem I'm happy and I'm good.
So you don't want your friends to come back because they were bad kids.
Yeah, they broke the rules and they did bad things.
What they do?
Well, if somebody were going to come and take those bad kids away, where would we get them now? How could we retrieve them? You know, if we wanted to take them to the orphanage where bad kids learn to be good kids, how could we find them now?
Make a persuasion check. It's just a single die roll.
Another 18.
Okay. So she looks like she's about to run away, like she's about to burst into tears and run away. And she says, I don't know, maybe you'd look in dark places. That's where bad people go. And then she runs away. And she just runs away and runs into the main manor house.
Ah, crap.
I spooked her.
We need to get her
Sounds
back.
like we need to search some buildings, though.
Well, maybe I
Yeah,
should do a minor illusion of a tiger and threaten her with it.
I mean,
well, I'd actually, Sarah, how long have you had this cat?
So Sarah says, the cat? Well, Max has been here for at least 5 years.
Okay.
Loves all the kids.
Have there been any other new creatures or anything hanging around?
Not at all.
Have I overheard
Maybe turn
any
into
of this
things Max
conversation?
eats.
You can overhear what Fathom is saying, but Pugh was trying to very discreetly talk to the child, and all you know is that the child started crying and ran away into the house.
When the child I'll back and tell the I'm going to enter. Come on.
You broke up, but I think I understood that when the child leaves, you go back to the rest of the group and you tell them what she said.
That's correct.
All right. So let's go check out the house.
Like with the angry villagers, or just
I'm going to talk to Corncob specifically, and I'm not going to interrupt what you're doing, Fathom. I want you to continue your conversation with the proprietrix, but I want to let Abran, Corncob, and Queven get involved.
Well, Queven's still over at the back.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Maybe you need to come up, Ivan.
once I get the quick briefing,
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can identify a leader among these angry townspeople, or a leader type among these angry townspeople.
I'd like to edge up close to Corncob and Poohole and see if I can overhear what Poohole's telling Corncob.
I'm trying so hard not to make comments. Yes.
Actually, I'd like to, Sarah, if you'll excuse me just a minute. Angry townspeople, when we were coming over here, we saw your wagon overturned. Did you just dump your wagon and continue walking here?
Nah, we had to dump it. It was a bear. It was a nasty one, come running up looking for
Bear?
supplies.
Did it have arrows?
Did you have an elven arrow?
Yeah, did it have an arrow?
Yeah.
Might have. We didn't look very long, but we hid behind it a little bit. But we decided it walked on by, and we took the rest of the supplies and hoofed it as quickly as we could.
So
Okay,
I'm going to look at the guy
who's part of this mysterious situation. Go
So
ahead.
the guy who's doing the talking, the guy who answered that question,
Yeah.
is he to be one of the leaders of this small group of rabble?
Yeah, he seems like the leader.
Okay, I'm going to say what we really need right now is a search party to search the area, not inside the buildings, but outside the buildings, for anything that seems to be out of place.
Make an advantage persuasion check.
I want to see if I can get him to do that.
Yep.
Okay. So 13, and what was the other one I need to add?
Advantage. So roll a dice twice, take the best one, and then whatever your result is, add it to your persuasion modifier.
13 and a 9, so 13 plus 3 is 16.
Okay. Says, yeah, that sounds like something to do. All right, boys, let's spread out and search around this place. Don't go in any of the buildings. It might be dangerous, but we're looking for signs.
Don't go in the buildings. We're looking for natural holes, freshly dug holes, strange little critters, just something out of place. You guys can be really useful to us if you spread out and just look around.
There's a general mumble amongst them. They sort of break their mob mentality a bit and start working on this task that you've got them set on.
All right. Now we need to get in those buildings.
Now, does Abran have good tracking skills?
All he does is laugh. That's not a good.
No, that was Frank. I have stealth. I have.
I don't need you to hide. I need you to track.
I don't
survival.
have tracking on
Survival would be a tracking.
Survival, yeah.
I have survival. Yeah, I have a +1 on survival.
Okay.
Did I overhear about the story? Because maybe we should ask Sarah what the story was that Anne said they studied in school.
Well, Pugh. Interesting. Pugh, would you have offered that particular point that Anne had heard a story?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah. Then Pugh would have debriefed you with that.
Okay. So
I'm not going to hold
Sarah.
The disobedient children may go to a dark place. All of those things.
And get turned into something. Yeah, Sarah. Do you know what story Anne could be talking about?
What's this book?
Had in class?
That the story came from.
Well, we did have a class. We talked about different belief systems, and it sounds like reincarnation. Yeah, we talked about that.
Can anybody tell her what if she's being honest with us?
That would be insight, and you can all roll if you want.
I've got insight proficiency. I can check that out. Also, I can intimidate.
Oh, you
Abran put her on the rack.
Yeah.
I had a 15 for insight.
I got a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, you know everything about her ever.
15 and higher. You think she's being honest with you. Doesn't seem like she's making this stuff up. It seems like she is sort of distraught about this situation, but she's also really confused about just children disappearing with no one breaking in, no signs of them being, there's nothing. I mean, occasionally out here there's wild animals, there are things that can happen, but these are like just disappearing.
Now, where would a child as young as Anne get the notion of a dark place? Is there a dark place that the children might be afraid of in the building, like a basement or a closet or something like this?
Well, at night they sometimes fear the dark in their room, but we do have a cellar where we store goods and supplies.
Perhaps we should check that cellar.
Yes.
Abran, you're expendable. Go check the cellar.
I'll go check the cellar.
Wouldn't we want to go as a
Wait,
group?
Well,
Just a small
I
group?
was being facetious. I think we should all go check the cellar if she
yes.
would not protest.
No.
Do you think she should come with us, or should we send her after Anne and then have her bring Anne to us?
That's a good idea.
We should
That's
see
a
if
good
she can
idea.
calm Anne down, certainly.
Yeah.
Well, she needs to go round her up. We don't
a
want to
pair
lose
of
the
eyes.
last one.
Yeah.
I can get Anne. I'm sure she's just gone into her room.
Go get
But
her and meet us.
Okay. Well, inside there's a cellar. Stairs lead down. If you want to explore, but you want me to meet you at the entrance,
Sure.
or do you
Yeah,
want
or
to
the
just
top.
go down?
Top of the cellar stairs would be fine, and then when we holler for you, come on down.
Okay. I'll get her.
Just make
Yeah,
sure
no,
Anne
you
is
don't-
safe.
Yeah. You don't want to. You'll be out of a job.
Yeah, and
Okay.
drown that cat while you're at it.
All right. So you go in to the.
I'd like to
Poor
talk
cat.
to Ivan on the way to the cellar.
Go for it.
Who?
Ivan.
So, what's up?
Quiven.
What's up?
Queen.
It's Ivan.
I'm not as formally trained in magic as you are. Are you familiar with some kind of phenomenon where a little kid like that could maybe do something and not realize they're doing something magical?
So all of my classical training in magic has been to blow stuff up. I can look in my handy dandy book in my backpack here and kind of see if I can find something, but I'll be honest, and unless it comes from a place of fiery explosions, it's hard to say.
Well, maybe if we talk about it some more, one of us will remember something. I guess I'm trying to figure out if we can roll on Arcana and see if
That's kind of where I was going with it next. Is can I?
we
Frank,
have some
can I-
general magic background.
Yeah, can we put our Arcana minds together here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. How do we roll for this? Does one support the other, or?
Yeah, do we each roll, or are we going to do a supporting?
I would say decide which amongst you will roll and roll at advantage. The other will be helping.
My Arcana is plus
Probably minus
Oh, you
4,
go.
so I'm going to give it to you. You are
Yeah.
the formerly trained wizard.
Don't
Oh,
screw
boy.
it up.
Here we go. 15. So plus 5 is 20.
Oh, boom. Oh, boom, boom.
Thank you, Frank. That looks good.
Doing some cameras at the same time. So plus 5 is 20. Okay. So you walk in, you get to the basic layout. This is the ground floor of the orphanage. 20 is very good. This there are lots of ways that you're basically asking, like, what circumstances would children just disappear? What a person would just disappear, right?
Well, no, if it's possible that the child Anne is doing something without her own knowledge, is there a magical ability that could manifest like that?
Like a sense.
Yeah. So it's possible. There's lots of ways. Yeah, that's a good roll. So you figure there would be magic items that could help that, and there would maybe. It's unlikely. It doesn't happen like innate sort of power. That would be unlikely, but there could be items or enchantments placed upon her that would activate her thoughts unknowingly.
Is there a way for us to sense that if she's doing it, or for us to like a magic paper trail essentially?
Ooh,
Or a way
very
we could even
difficult.
test
You could, if you had detect magic, you could see if she had a magic item on her that was like that. That would allow her to do something like that. So you could cast that and then look at her, for example, if that was a spell that was available to you.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I kind of I lean over to Fathom and I say, I don't have any spells ready like that. All of my stuff kind of blows stuff up. So or it hits it with something else in a very destructive manner. I don't think we need to. I mean, I could Ray of Frost her, but I don't think it's going to solve our problem.
Hey, I've got a
I
thought.
concur that is not going to solve our problem.
I do too.
I could charm her, but if what she's doing is sort of beyond her knowledge, that wouldn't help. That she wouldn't be able to tell me anything different than she already told me. So,
Hey, Queven, get your blowing up shit spells ready to go, and let's go down to the cellar.
A couple of questions.
A couple of questions from Ivan.
Yes. So, first question is the cellar dark, or are there torches in there?
Are you? Well, you're going to have to look to find that out because Sarah is not back with Anne yet.
Okay.
Can you guys hold up just a second?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is a cat in here?
The cat did go into the building. You're not sure where it's at the moment. It could have went upstairs. There are a set of stairs that lead up there. If you look at the screen there, Corncob, they're sort of southwest of you. That's stairs leading up to the upper level.
I don't see the cat here with us.
No, not with you. And then also there is even though you don't see it on the screen, right under that window that's to the left of Fathom, in the very upper corner under me, right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a trap door leading down to the cellar.
Are you trying to eat the cat or something, Bob? Jason?
No, I think we should talk to the cat at some point.
Can you talk to a cat?
Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Just strangle it like Dr. Chihuahua.
If it's an animal, I can.
Oh, well, you should have talked to him before. Okay. Well, if we see the cat, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But next time when you see it, I'll let you know as soon as you see the cat.
Okay.
All right. So,
real quick, as a side knowledge question, is sense magic something that I have to? Is that a spell that I ready, or is that something I just
detect magic would be a spell that you would have to have prepared, or know and be prepared as well. Well, you're a wizard, so all you have to do is know it.
Right. Okay. Because it's a cantrip?
No, because it's a ritual spell. Although it does cost, I think, 100 gold piece value pearl. I forget the exact rules. I'd have to look it up. It does cost some money, I think. Maybe. Hold on. Let me be sure.
We go through this kid's pockets before we do that.
I think I'm thinking of Identify, actually.
That's our whole take, man. Yeah, no, that sounds like Identify. Detect magic's pretty basic.
Detect magic. I know you can cast it as a ritual if you know it. So it really is like free to cast. You just take 10 minutes to do it.
Okay. Well, then if that is something that I'm pretty sure I know it as a wizard. I
don't know. What spells did you take, Justin?
Oh,
what spells does Ivan have?
Why don't you pick them right now?
So I have my 2 prepared spells that I chose and I have not changed.
That's all you have.
But then as far as
You
Okay,
have
so-
your those are your known spells, and then you have your known cantrips as well. This would be a first level spell.
Okay,
And
this would be a first level spell.
As a
Okay.
wizard, the cool thing about a wizard, and D&D 5e lesson for anybody watching, a cool thing about a wizard is you can gather all kinds of spells, and casting rituals is something you do very well because all you have to do is have your spell book available to you and you can cast right out of it. The downside is if you, unlike a cleric or something, if you never learned the spell, you don't know it. You don't have access to it. You have to go buy it somewhere and scribe it or something like that.
Okay. All right. And that's because it had me prepare spells versus having known them. So that's why I was curious if there was a distinction between the two.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a for wizards, there's not much of a distinction, but you have to know it.
Okay. Well,
D&D Beyond, I found that I had to go back and do the spells after. It's like I made the whole character.
exactly.
And then I'm like, what are my spells then? And you have to like go back to that page later or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I understand. So I actually don't have I haven't chosen what spells I have known. I have apparently.
Yeah, that tripped me up the first day too.
I see.
Wow.
Okay.
A wizard with no spells. That is more useless than a gnome ball.
So I have some prepared, but I just didn't learn all of the spells that I could have learned. Let's put it that way. So,
Boy, talk about working your shawm.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair to Justin, he was doing this like 10 minutes before the show, so let's not be terrible.
Yeah, no, it very, very
This was
true.
a very
I
last
think-
minute call to arms.
I think you should give an
Let-
opportunity to tell you what spells he's got today.
Let's not be fair.
Yes.
to
Um,
So the ones I have prepared, and I won't change these, right?
Mhm.
The ones I have prepared are, let's see, I have 3 cantrips.
Yep.
Those are Firebolt, Acid Splash, and let me find it. And Ray of Frost.
ooh,
As
aggressive.
far as, yeah, no, they all blow stuff up. First level spells are
Detect Magic's
Catapult.
a really good one to know.
First level spells I have prepared are Catapult and Witch Bolt. So
Wow.
I'm all offensive. I'm a glass cannon.
Yeah, no, that's you are a cannon. Yeah, there's no detect magic in that.
Mm-mm.
But if we come in something to hit with something, you're ready.
I'm the person, yeah. But maybe I'll make myself a little more utility going forward when we find a moment for me to study, as it were.
Well, perhaps I'll have to talk to
Okay.
my patron about whether that's something I can.
So I think we've exhausted our ability for any nuance. Let's just go down there, Abner.
Yeah, so you can see
Well, no,
coming
you're going
down.
to talk to the cat. That's our last nuance.
Coming down
No,
the
the cat's gone. Cat's gone. So hell with that idea.
Coming down the stairs, you see Anne and Sarah.
Oh,
In the
so
cellar.
in the
Down the
No.
stairs?
They're coming down from the second story where the rooms are.
Oh, before we can go
Okay.
down to the trap door. Okay.
Okay, so they didn't beat us there because I was getting freaked out.
I'd really like them to stay here together. Do you think inside the doorway?
Sure, they'll stay up here. You can come down. You can go down instead.
Hey,
I think I
Peugeot,
might like to
Can you
lock the
ask-
door as well.
Okay, Fathom.
What
What
is
was
that,
that?
Fathom?
Peugeot, could you ask Anne? I'm going to whisper this to him. Can you ask Anne if she's found any new toys or weird
Got it.
items or anything lately?
I'm sorry, I was lagging again. What was that, Fathom?
I was wondering if you could ask the child whether she's found any new toys or items lately.
Any new
We're wondering if this
toys?
could be some kind. Yeah, if this could be some kind of magic item that she is unaware she's using.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, I will. That's a good idea. I will go over there and smile and charm the child again, and do a prestidigitation and say, "Here's my little new trinket. I'll have a little gold Christmas ornament bobbly thing in my hand. Do you guys Do you have anything new any new toys that you've been playing with recently?
Well, make a advantage persuasion check. That was wonderful.
14 roll, and my persuasion is a 2. 16.
Okay. So she says, "Oh, yeah, I did. I did. I found something at the edge." And she holds up her wrist, and she's got a little charm bracelet on it. And underneath, it's a little picture of a like an old tree, perhaps.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Red caps. I smell filthy fey.
Let's kill him.
Oh,
Found
I'd say
something at
that.
the edge of what?
Where did you find this? That is beautiful.
Oh, it was just where we play out. It was near the forest. We don't go into the forest. It can be dangerous, but it was at the edge.
Oh, did someone give it to you, or did you just find it on the ground?
I found it. I remember I was upset, so I went out by myself, and it was out there, and it made me feel better. And I came back in for dinner.
Oh, can you do any tricks with it, or is it just pretty?
It's just pretty. And she holds it out and dangles it around, and the tree just sways around a bit.
May I hold it
Can
in
you
my
take it
hand?
off?
You want to hold it? Oh, okay.
I'll give it right back.
She takes it off and she puts it in your hand.
Okay, so it comes off.
Yeah. Anything unusual about it? I don't have any kind of detect magic, but
There are markings on it. Some sort of. It does look like some magical script, maybe. Are you proficient with Arcana by any chance?
no, I have a +1, but I'm not proficient.
Not proficient.
I am. I do speak Sylvan, but it's not written in Sylvan, is it?
No, not that you can see.
Am I
Okay.
close enough to see them?
You can
markings?
see this in exchange between them, yeah.
I
But I
say,
can't see the markings on the bracelet.
I say to what's the little girl's name again?
Anne.
Anne. I will say, oh, Anne, look, it has writing on it. Some are very smart with writing. Let's ask them what it says. Maybe it says something interesting.
Oh, yeah, I can't read it. It just
I
looks
can't
pretty.
But I have smart friends. I say, hey, you, smart friend, Fathom, come look and see if you can read the
Ivan.
bracelet. And Queven.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you are proficient in Arcana, you can make an Arcana check on this.
Okay. 15 plus 5 would be 20.
Wow.
18.
18. Okay. The 20 has it this time. 20 or higher. You see that it is arcane runes. You feel you can't tell from looking at something if something is magical or not. But the runes, the nature of the runes are transmutation runes.
Hey, Pujol, I'm gonna say off to the side, Pujol, is there any way you can make a facsimile of that to give back to the girl so we can keep this one?
No, because my illusions aren't
Oh, okay.
mobile.
Okay.
So I can't, I'm lagging again, aren't I?
Yeah.
A
Okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
No fix.
Yeah, I can hold it in my hand or set it on the table, but if I give it, I can't get if I give it to you, you'll know it's illusory.
Okay. I'd really like her not to have this. Unless it's protective.
Well, we can just have Abran beat her up and take it.
I'm rolling initiative.
I wish Anne would whip you.
She probably would.
So you think we should go downstairs or outside now.
No,
Well, I think
let's
we should go downstairs still.
let's split the party.
Are they done?
Maybe
Are they done looking at the runes?
Well, you're
Spirit.
inside. They haven't come in yet, but they couldn't
okay.
take much longer to look around the. Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the runes? Are they done looking at the runes? Not. I'm sorry. I
Are
thought
they
you
done
meant
looking at the item?
I
No, I know they'll be back. That's why I locked the door behind us so that we're locked in, right? So we can
Right.
hear if they try to beat the door down.
Okay. Yeah, I think that they're done looking at the runes.
Well, we
It might
probably
be
should still go
helpful to
look downstairs.
Okay, well, as long as we're here, but
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
think
Bob.
it would be helpful to go find where she found this bracelet. Might
I
yield
think so
some.
too.
You don't want to check the cellar?
Oh, I think as long as we're here.
Yeah, we might as well. Let's go check the cellar.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Because if they've turned into something, they're somewhere, and we still need to find them.
Yeah.
I'll go second.
Yeah.
Can we peer down there to see if it actually is well lit or not, or
It is
Throw a
not well
fireball
lit.
down there.
You peer down. It is not well lit.
And do you have torches down there?
I have dark
Or light-
vision. I'll just go on down.
Oh,
Yeah, me
Anne goes
too.
down here. She must know how to light it up. Does she carry one
Well,
down, or
Sarah
does she light
goes
them?
down here.
Sarah,
Sarah
that's
goes
it. Sorry, I mistook Anne for Sarah.
They all go down. Torches, lanterns.
Does anybody have
Lanterns are easy to put down. I like those.
Yeah, they have a lantern you can borrow that they use when they go down. It's an oil lamp.
Okay, but nothing's hanging down there.
No. So who's? I did hear some mixed sort of opinions on who was going down. It sounded like Abram was just going to barge
I'm
down.
second.
Abram.
I'll go behind
Well,
Abram.
should we all go down and just have Ann and Sarah stay at the bottom of the stairs?
Okay.
Sure.
Abram will stay. I mean, they will stay at the stairs. Abram will
Leave.
head
My bow
down.
drawn.
Let me.
You can
If the
climb-
townsfolk start to beat on the door, come down and find us.
No, I want them to stay at the bottom of the steps just in case, so that we have
okay.
eyes on them. So the townspeople don't.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant. If they're threatened by the townspeople, they need to come by us.
Let me get them and put them down there.
The townsfolk are going to be down here too?
No, Sarah and Ann.
Oh, Sarah and Ann. Okay.
Just at the bottom of the stairs. They don't have to walk around with us, and then they can tell us if they hear that door opening upstairs.
Yes, I want them to come immediately to us if things start to deteriorate upstairs.
Okay. Yeah. So when you first head down, it looks like I don't know, like you would expect a storage cellar to look when you first go in. It is basically right immediately down. There's storage supplies like old tables that they might be using for classrooms. There's barrels of water that they can access quickly. There are some other barrels, but it's all like quick access items. And then you can see, well, some of you do have like dark vision, right? So
Yep.
you can see farther in this light. And what you see you do see some giant rats scuttling around on top of, like, they seem to be on top of grain and barrels, and they're just all over the place. How giant? They're the size of medium-sized. They're the size of Pugh.
all right.
What?
Like about as many as there are missing children, would you say? Is that how many rats there are?
If you want to do a quick estimate, make a perception check.
And I do have dark.
Right.
Natural
13.
20. Yeah, natural 20 on perception with a +1.
You are percepting all over the place.
I rolled
I'm
a
making up for
7.
that cart fail earlier. Yes.
So, Abram, with the squeaks you hear behind some of the gnawed through doors and the creatures running all around, they do seem to be about 10 of them, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
But we have 5 missing children, though,
You
right?
have 10
No, we have
missing
more than
children.
that.
And
Oh, we
10
had 10
missing
missing
children.
and
It was
10
5
rats.
when we left.
Yeah. Uhol's not a math major.
Well, we're going to need to
So
round up
nobody-
these rats.
Nobody kill any rats.
I'm a musician. I don't keep track of children.
Is there any empty sacks around here?
I mean, not that haven't been gnawed through with flour and grain, to be honest.
Empty
How about a
barrels?
big?
Do you want to come at these rats and try to put? There are actually some. I mean, there are some sacks actually right up towards the front that didn't have flour or grain in them originally.
Let's do some rat wrestling.
You want to do some rat wrestling?
Hey,
All right,
I think we're
everybody,
about to catch rats.
Just
roll
in case.
roll initiative.
I was about to say, just in case, I'll ready a ray of frost.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to kill the children. Good going, Queefin.
You don't know that they're children yet, but in case they're not.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Let's see. We don't have.
Let's see here. I rolled an 18.
All right. So Ivan, an 18 is your initiative. Fathom, what's your initiative?
Also 18.
Okay. Corncob.
17.
Pugil.
7.
Abron.
16.
Dang, all you double-digit people.
Wow, I know. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if I have any appropriate rat wrangling music.
Yep, we need Benny Hill. Yakety sax.
Yeah. I will.
You need to add that to your queue, Frank.
I didn't really think about yakety sax music. So, but we're gonna start before I get there. The first person to be able to react is Fathom. You see these little rats running around out there.
We haven't found anything we can put them in.
Yeah, you have found some bags that are right up close to you.
Okay, I found some bags. All right, I guess I'll just try to grab a rat. Actually, I want to step over to Pujo for a minute and say, can you find out if there's one of these kids that Anne likes and have her try to imagine that person is back?
Yeah.
Someone's yakety sax.
Because if we could change them back into children, this would be so much easier.
Yeah. Child wrangling is easier than rat wrangling.
Fathom, you seem to be very convinced that these are the children. How do we know they're not just oversized rats that need extermination?
We
That's why
don't
we need to
know
round
that,
them
but
up and stuff them in a sack.
Are you
need to
sure
get
you're
them
not
all
a
in.
wolf?
Can we blow them up and ask questions later?
No.
No, because then there's
I'm all
nothing
for that.
left. See, if you blow them up, then there's nothing left to ask questions of.
If they
Makes
turn
sense.
back into children
think-
afterwards, we'll know.
Yeah, see, everyone's got the same line.
Problem
So
solved.
you're suggesting
Yeah.
we sacrifice at least one of them in the name of science?
Yeah.
I like that suggestion even better.
I mean,
Pujo, you got any
or
arguments
two.
against this?
If we come out with half of the children, that's still a win.
True.
I don't know. Are we pretty sure the angry villagers are going to agree?
Well, they need you on a national health panel.
Also, I think Bobby is either lagging or we can't hear him because he tried to talk.
Yeah.
Let's,
I was lagging.
We got you now.
Oh.
So Fathom, it sounds like you wanna ask Pugil
Oh, Pujo is making gestures, and I can't tell
Yeah,
what's happening
okay,
over on his screen.
Dadgummit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What if
I
we,
can hear you.
Okay. This is what I would like to do. While they're monkeying around with sacks, I am going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so was I. I don't know what my initiative is, though.
I'm a wood gnome. I can speak with small animals anyway.
Okay. So,
So rats qualify.
all right.
So
So,
I'm
so you're
gonna
gonna
go make friends.
okay. You're gonna animals, but so Fathom was talking to you. I'm going down the initiative order, so I know what you're gonna do. Someone else might get to that before you. I just wanted to make sure I get everyone.
Okay.
So because Fathom turned to you with some suggestions, possibly.
Yes, I've wasted my action on conversation.
That's good though.
I'm sorry. You said I was lagging.
Yeah. Yep. I understand.
Oh, I was saying that you should try to talk to her and find out if there was one of the kids she'd like, and think about that person being that.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Okay. But so you, yeah. So you can talk to. You'll on your turn. You can talk to her, or you can talk to the animals. However you'd like to do it. But before
Okay.
that, we have Fathom. You've worked that out. Ivan, what are you going to do?
I guess I'll hold my. Can I do that? Do I hold my action
You-
to see if they can talk to these
So
so-called children in quotation?
ready action is what it is, and you have to give me what you're going to do and the trigger that makes it happen to ready your action.
Okay, I'm gonna ready catapult
Uh-huh.
on an object near me that's 5 pounds or less. So maybe a stone or poo hole or one of those things.
Yeah.
The trigger in this case will be if they attack us.
If the rats attack you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Here we go. Shoot.
Corn
bears.
cob. It's now your turn.
Bobby, I'm going to steal a march on you, I think. I was going to speak with animals as well.
Do it.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals because animals' friendship only works on one thing. Speak with Animals works on a bunch.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
I
I mean,
need a morsel of food. I assume that's something easy to find.
Yep.
Okay. So let me know when I can start speaking.
yeah, well, you pull it out, you pull the food out, you use it as part of the magic that you consume, and all the little rats kind of look over curiously at what you're doing and saying and what you're using. Go ahead.
Well, first, I'll try to say children and see if that makes them act any differently.
They seem to take attention.
All right, and I'll ask if they'll come to me and gather around.
Okay. Now, is it two-way? Is Speak with Animals two-way? Can you understand them as well?
That's a good question. Comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts with the duration.
Okay.
Limited by their intelligence, beasts can give me information about nearby locations and monsters, so I would assume that I can understand them and they can understand me if they can give me locations and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they sort of just swarm all up around the pillar. They're right at your feet, Abrin. They're kind of up, paying attention to Corn Cob, and they say, and you can hear, yes, you can understand us.
Do you have any memory of being in a form other than the one you are now? Oh, boy, that's a...
Yes, I remember.
Okay.
Real food. But
Okay. Everybody needs to go around and close off all the exits from here,
who are you
just
saying?
so that they don't run away. We need to
Are you
contain
saying
them
that
in
out
this
loud?
area. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying it to the rats.
Well, I mean, like you're not thinking it is what I'm asking.
No, I really think that we should try to contain them in this area first, so they don't fritter away into all the holes in the walls and stuff.
Why are you afraid
Okay.
they're going to get away? Aren't they just rats, Corncob?
I think I believe these are the children as of this moment,
Oh, okay.
and we
Because I
should
saw you kind of
train them to
chittering
this.
at one.
We
Yeah.
should keep them here until we figure out how to return them to their proper form.
Okay.
Put them in the barrel.
I don't know that they want to go in the barrel.
So Corncob, you cast the spell, you've talked to them, and you've talked to your rest of your crew on what they should do. Abrin, what are you doing?
Don't shoot them.
Okay. So, did you want us, Corncob, you wanted us to block some exits?
I think so.
Okay, I noticed there was a door in the top right that had a little nod hole through that. I'll saunter over there and
Okay.
Go to block that doorway.
All right, you've blocked a doorway. There's one other doorway down here with a hole in it, and then there's the stairs up. That's all you can see necessarily. And that makes it, well, Pugh rolled a 7, so it makes it the rat's turn. But the rats actually gather round. One was really reluctant to leave a crate they were gnawing on that looks like it had a lot of old like papers and scrolls and maps maybe and stuff like that in it. But it finally came over. So they moved over. They're not being aggressive. And Pugil, it's your turn.
I'm going to, since I really don't need to cast the spell to communicate with small beasts, since I'm a wood gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm assuming that goes with rats, even though they're not woodland creatures.
They are small beasts. That's correct. But the difference between the woodland gnome ability and the other abilities, it's not a verbal language. It's more of a mutual understanding of what each other are trying to communicate back and forth.
Okay. So it's not like I'm speaking their language, but we can pass simple ideas.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do with my turn is I'm going to turn to Anne and say, and ask her politely, may I please see your bracelet one more time?
Okay. She looks pretty sheepish and she says yes. And she pulls it off and gives it to you.
Okay, very good. I don't think we're going to have a rat nonsense.
Okay.
You, young lady.
Fathom. We're back around to you.
Around. Well, I'll contribute to plugging up the whole crevices.
Okay.
At Corncob's request.
I'm not sure what the camera views are of that, Justin, but there might be one that shows it all. Okay, so you're blocking the other way out. Yeah, they seem to
Maybe
be
that one?
there, but impatient. There you go. That's a good one. And Ivan.
I guess I'll help Fathom and kind of plug off all the, because I mean these things are, like you said, the size of small dogs or medium-sized dogs, or
Medium-sized dogs, yeah.
medium-sized dogs.
Cool.
Okay, so we don't need to get like really small spots. We just need to block off most of the normal size.
The last open place is really the stairway. You can almost just take a step back and goalie the stairway if you want.
Yeah, I really don't want to scatter it.
All right, well then I will back up and make sure they don't go up the stairs. I'll be on guard.
Okay. And Corncob, you're up.
I'll continue to talk to them for the next 10 minutes. And what I'll do now is try to get them to calm down I'll say, if you guys want some real food again, you need to be very calm and patient while we figure this situation out. I'd prefer if you guys all just kind of huddled around here and just kick back a little bit.
Okay. So you see them all just like, yeah, they look like they're as patient as children turned into rats are gonna be.
I can promise you real food as soon as we get this figured out.
For those that can't speak the actual language, you just hear a lot as they're wondering where the real food is. But you're speaking to them, which in and of itself is grabbing their attention for now. They obviously haven't been spoken to in this form for a while.
Is there? I mean, if there's time, I can still. Well, never mind. I can do this next time. It's my initiative.
Well, let me ask: is anybody going to interrupt the conversation, or are you going to just hold your posts and wait for Corncob to talk this out with them?
I will hold it out. Yeah, I'll wait as well.
Any loose arrows flying, Abron?
No, not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
But I have that orange. Yeah, I have that orange rat all lined up. I mean,
Okay.
that's the one's looking
Picking on the
red.
redheaded children. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Die,
In that
Ginger.
case, I'm gonna dig in my pack and find the tastiest food that I have with me, and pass it out among these rats as a gesture of good faith.
We should send Susan upstairs
Okay.
to make lunch.
Yeah, there's more where that comes from. Just keep holding tight here.
Who's
So-
Susan?
Sarah, yeah,
Sarah.
she
Sorry.
understands
Susan,
what you're.
for
She's
the
like,
hell.
oh, these are
And
the,
everybody, Susan,
these are
Sarah,
the
and
children. So it's dawning on her what you're suggesting, that these are the children, and she says, "Can you fix them? Can you help them? What happened?"
we're reaching the
that
limits of
amulet.
what I can do.
Are we still going?
Work and killing.
Hey, Pugh,
we-
smash that amulet.
Are we still going initiative?
Well, Pugh, you can. So it looks like Corncob and you are the only ones actually active. Everybody else is kind of guarding and waiting, but you're both actively doing things. So what would you like to do during this time? Pugil.
I think Sarah should go upstairs and make lunch for the children.
She will do that on your request.
Do you think we should take this amulet and take it back to the tree and see if we can figure out something there? Or can anybody change this back, unless you want to smash the amulet and see if that does something?
I don't want to damage it in case we need it for some sort of reversal spell. We do need a way to secure these children. Maybe we should box them up in one of these barrels somehow.
Weren't they
Well,
pretty
if we
secure
have
down in this?
If we have them in the basement, we can close the trap door.
Yes,
Once
Throw
she
the
gets back
cheeseburger
with
down
the
there
food,
and-
she can be taking care of rats now, since they turned into rats on her watch.
let
Tiefling.
Susan make some takeout. We'll get Susan to get some takeout and bring it back.
All right, she'll make food. Corncob, and so you're chatting with them. Are you going to? Yeah. So you're out of rounds. You're out of initiative now. I think you're safely out of initiative.
Okay.
They are. They're safely
Is
out
use
of our
device
initiative.
still a thing?
Not really. Well, I mean, kind of. If you mean using a magic item, no, not necessarily. It takes an hour to attune to a magic item, or to figure out if something is magic, and then an hour to attune to it if you want to become the user of it. And then it's a matter of whether or not it's your class that it's available to use to or not.
Rujo, is it worth trying to have a conversation with Anne, explaining to her that somehow she's done this, and could she try to
Yes.
do it?
Yeah, that's what we should.
Like, not
that's
in
what
a
I'm-
blamey way.
Oh
see
yes,
if we can
we're gonna need
see if we can get her to wish her friends back to being her
Yeah.
friend or whatever.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn to Anne and say, I think the naughty children have been punished sufficiently. And if they were to promise to not be naughty anymore, could we turn them back into children?
She says, "Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know." And she starts crying.
Would you like them to return to children?
Yes, they're not as fun.
Can you imagine them as children again?
I tried.
Mm.
Oh. God.
Bless you.
Did that work? Did the bless you work?
It didn't work. And you
Okay.
hear from upstairs, "Hey, what's going on? Let us in."
Don't make
Somebody
me come
needs-
up there. And
Someone want to go flex?
don't
I'm
make me come
worried
up there
about
and fight you.
I'm worried about the children running off.
That's why we plugged in.
If we
Well,
were to
we've secured them.
if we sack them up and turn them over to
So-
Sarah, and then we can
Mhm.
go to the woods where she found the bracelet and maybe find the source of this trouble.
Okay. I think someone
Except I
needs to
think
go
we
up
have a
and deal
different
with the
problem.
townspeople.
What,
Yes.
what
Yeah.
if we tried? What if we
I'm
tried
Abra and
putting the
Fireball should go upstairs.
You want-
Fireball?
Fireball.
Who's got a good
Fireball.
charisma?
What if we tried putting the bracelet on the rats
Pudding.
to see
I
what
like pudding. We should try pudding.
Ah.
Some of us have to go up and talk to the townspeople, guys.
So
Yeah.
who's
Who
going
wants
up?
to
I'll go.
go?
Who's wrangling the children?
I'll go.
Who's going up to the townspeople? Abern's going up
I'll-
to townspeople.
I should stay and wrangle
Yeah.
the children as long as I can speak with them.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, Fireball, come up with me and let's go talk to those townsfolk. Hopefully they'll start some shit.
I've
Let's
got a
go.
little bit of charisma. Let's go. Let's go do it.
Don't tell
Yeah.
them about the rat. Don't tell them about the rats.
Don't tell them
No.
we found their children.
Don't
Yeah.
Yeah,
tell
you
them
have
you
one
found the rat.
instruction. Don't
Hey,
tell them about
we're
the
working
rat.
on it. We got some leads. It's
Tell them we're
looking-
grilling
it's looking
the
kinda-
headmaster.
It's a little
This
early
conversation.
right now, but we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Is it feasible to box these rats up in one of these barrels?
We
Are
got a
they too-
giant barrel right there. Throw the food in there, let them run in there, and cap it on top.
No, I can ask them to go in there.
Yeah, he can tell them to go in there for their own safety.
Yeah, there's
Right.
Yeah. Fireball.
the giant barrels full of yeah, there are some crates down here that would perhaps make better than a round wet barrel. But
Okay.
there are some crates. You could ask them to go into the crates.
Are we still in
Let-
initiative, or should I just start talking?
No, just
Let's secure the rats.
we're gonna take care of the rats for a moment and what's going down in the cellar, which is out of initiative, and then I'll sort of pop back to the top of the house, which may or may not become initiative. We'll find out.
Okay.
So down in
I'm
the
going to
cellar,
offer
yeah.
them. I'm going to offer them more food and try to explain to them that for their own safety, and so that they can be turned back into children, we have to keep them safe in these crates.
Okay. So they will go to the crates and you're pulling stuff out and you see some interesting things. You see maps. One of them looks like a map of the area even. And some scrolls that have writing, maybe a deed. There's some interesting things in this crate that you're
Oh.
emptying out.
Well, I'll gently set them off to the side. I don't really have time to mess with if they're cursed or not.
Yep.
So I'll just scoop them out and set them gently to the side, and I'll try to make a nice looking presentation with a little bit of food and say, okay, you're going to get in these crates. We're going to keep you safe. And then in just a little while, we'll come back and we'll make sure that you're able to eat real food and be real kids again.
They all get
Wow. Well, I'll close the crates up then if they do.
No.
Now, crates
you'll
won't
be
hold
safe
rats eternally, but for now, they're patient.
No.
And
You'll be safe here, and you have to listen to what the headmistress says.
okay. All right.
While he's
So she
doing that, I'm going to look at the documents.
You're going to look at the documents? So one is like a copy. You can tell it's not an official, but it's like a draft of the will that leaves this area to the city. And the other you can see clearly is a map of the area. It's got the town on it. I actually can show it to you if we want, but I don't know if we want to do that right now. But it's got the town on it and the location you're at. You can see the farm you were at, and you can see the greater Wofield Bog or Wofield Swamp area as well, including some interesting ruins.
Is the area where Anne claimed to find the bracelet, would that be on the map?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map. Here we go. We're going to go with this. So this is the map. You can see that the town in the lower right of Fairfield is the main town. You took this small road up to this manor, and then that dotted line that you see going up out of it into the forest, right there, it would be right at the forest edge. There's an old path in there. And to give you a little perspective, here's the farm where you originally, there's the farm in the magic circle where you had your adventure last week, to give you perspective of where everything is. And then back down to, and then
the river.
And let me show you the overall map. The river doesn't appear to be on here, but there's the overall map of the area.
Oh, yuck.
All right, so let me get it back down to Fairfield. But this is your general area at the moment that you're in. And you can see right at the forest line. So I'll pull it back to, what camera are we on? We're on camera 1. Okay.
Okay.
So as you're going through, you find that document. Well, hold on. Let me ask Fathom, because we haven't checked in with you. Do you want to do anything else down here, Fathom?
No, I can't really think of anything.
Okay.
Help anyone if they need any help.
All right. So upstairs we have Abram and Ivan, and you open the door to. Well, I'm assuming you open the door to tell them something.
What? Yeah. What do you want? What have you found? Have you found anything?
No, there's nothing on the grounds. What have you found? You've been here locked in.
Yeah, we're figuring some shit out. You need to stay outside,
Yeah.
chill out, and stay safe.
Yes, stay safe. Yeah, we definitely haven't found your kids yet.
No.
Make a
They
persuasion.
definitely aren't in the shape of rats downstairs.
He like looks over your shoulder. Make a persuasion check.
17 total.
Okay.
Oh, do I need to roll as well?
No. You're just backing him up on this one. So he says, well, all right, well, I'll give you a couple more minutes, but I want to see some results. We came here to take into custody that woman, and you're trying to defend her, and you've got nothing that's been helpful to us so far.
Well, like I said, you're no judge or jury, and if you need me to be your executioner, I'm ready to roll.
You got a smart mouth for a pretty elf.
Oh.
Oh, this is taking a turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's Dean when
no.
we need?
Oh no.
Does he look to be making any action? I was like, yes, I do. You want to go any further?
He looks like he would love for the opportunity to swing at you. But he's
We
not
set the wrong
doing
guy up
it.
to parlay.
Yeah, we sure did.
And you see, hey, where's you hear someone from the back. Hey, where's the rest of that group? What, there's only 2 of them in there? Looking through the door.
I'd like to try to intimidate.
Okay. Well, I tell you, the outcome is going to run on this intimidation check. Go for it, Ivan.
Ooh. I got a natural 1.
Oh, we're fighting.
That's my modifier.
Rock and
I'm
roll.
at 5. I'm at 5.
Yeah.
5. Okay. 5. Wow. So you get up kind of cocky in their face. And go, there ain't no one but this robe wearing nobody in this elf. And they start pulling weapons. Roll initiative. Now downstairs you will be able to hear it probably, but
What have we done, Abrin?
but we're gonna roll initiative on this.
We're ready to fight. That's why we came here. We rolling initiative now?
Yeah, roll initiative now. They're gonna swing at you.
Ooh.
Actually,
Initiative
everybody needs to roll initiative, so I know where you are in the scheme of things in case you want
Including
to
the
involve,
basement people.
including the basement
Yeah.
people.
I had 20 total. 17 plus 3.
20. Ivan, what'd you get?
4.
4. Corncob, what'd you get?
14.
14. Pugh, Joel, what'd you get?
9.
All right. And Fathom, what'd you get?
12.
Okay. Abrin, you are the ready to go, hot-headed. You can see they start to pull some weapons out. They're gonna they're planning on just bowling you 2 nobodies over.
Yeah. I have my longsword available, and I'm rolling to attack.
Oh.
He's drawing his weapon.
He is drawing his
So
weapon.
much for headquarters in this town.
So I have a 15. Does that hit?
A commoner? Yeah, probably. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be our town. We don't want vigilantes in it anyway. Let's get rid of them.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want
Exactly.
vigilantes.
They did sound like
Stupid hothead.
troublemakers.
Yeah.
Now, aren't these
We're
technically the
all
parents of
convinced
the
our
children?
children need to die.
No, they're not parents of the children.
No,
they
by
like to.
definition,
Yeah.
orphans don't have parents.
Oh,
We're
I'm
making-
sorry. I
we're
thought
Make
you're right.
more.
I was
We're
thinking these
about
were in
ready to
addition.
take more orphans.
A 15 absolutely hits, Abrin.
Okay.
So
And
you
so
like
I have
your
a
kids
5
out here
plus
too
3. I did 8 points of damage.
8 points in it. So this this person that was in the doorway just drops boom, to the ground.
Take that, bitches.
How many more? are
Oh,
left
the
outside?
diplomacy continues.
I'm gonna use this because this seems good. But the
One
rest
hit,
of
one
them, the rest of them are pretty fast. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
I
get
blame-
killed.
Look, I had to pick up the action here a little bit.
Good job. You've done it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna get some attack rolls in here at you. Abrin, you seem to be the most dangerous. Ivan's just wearing some robes.
That's for the
So,
absolutely.
Abrin, the first attack on you is a 1. That was horrible.
Miss.
The second is a 1. All right, Reaper Pizza
What?
Dungeon dice.
These are my favorite dice
They
ever.
are way nice to the players. And the third attack, from outside the door, one of them sort of tosses in a rock at you, and that's not very good. I don't think a 5 is going to hit you.
Nope. I dodged away.
Guys,
Okay. Sorry, let me adjust the audio there. All right. All right. They seem to be really quick and ready as well. However, Corncob, you can hear there's a scuffle breaking out upstairs. Do you wanna leave it to them, or you wanna try to run up
Have
there
I
and help
boxed
out?
up the rat?
Nah, you'd still be kind of trying to secure the things. Probably most of them have
I'm
gotten
just
in.
gonna tell the rats, stay put. I'm running upstairs.
Okay. All right. So Corncob goes run upstairs. It will take your.
I'm on my pale horse. I'm death incarnate.
All right, you're running upstairs. It will take you
That's
this
a
round to run up there, and you sort of pop up behind them, and it is now Fathom. It's your turn.
I will go upstairs and lend support, I guess, or maybe try to talk him down.
All right, you were
So
even
it
a
takes
little.
us round to get up, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take this round to get up.
Yeah.
And then Pugil.
I am going to use my speak with small animals to get the rats in the boxes.
All right, get him secured. Awesome. Now they hear the fighting and stuff too. So make a persuasion check to kind of keep them calm, or animal handling. Actually, they are animals, so you could use animal handling or persuasion to calm them, get them to behave.
Oh, crud. 5. Where did my die rolls go? Man, I was hammering those die rolls earlier.
Yeah. Well, so they're starting to like scrabble out the sides and get nervous, and you're pretty much fully occupied just trying to play goalie for these creatures. You saying camera 1 is good, Ann? All right. Yeah. So you're down
Does
there.
he seem like he needs help and we should one of us should hang back? Or we just leave him to his fate?
Yeah, you could leave him to his fate. You know, you could trust Pugil with the children. Okay. Wrangle children. That's what you're doing. Ivan.
Oh, how many are left still conscious?
4.
Okay. I'm going to magic missile 3 of them.
Ooh. How much damage to each of them is that? Give me some rundown.
Let me see. It's 3 missiles, so let me see. And it's individually.
Yep.
So it is 1 takes 3, 1 takes 2, and 1 takes 5.
Okay, the one that takes 5 drops down. The one that takes 3 and the one that takes 2 still up. All right.
Now, when they drop, they're unconscious, right? They're not dead.
5 points. He's probably dead.
Making more orphans. Sarah will be grateful. She's got a job security
Hey,
here.
we gotta restock the orphanage anyway.
Job
so.
security. I mean, you went in looking for 10 children. You need to make sure there's 10 children on the way out. You don't actually know. So here's just a quick rule, slight rule note for those who want interested in 5e. You can always, with martial damage, say that you're doing non-lethal, right? But not with magic.
Yes.
You're stuck doing the full magic damage. However, they're unconscious at the very least.
Guy. Okay. You said I wasted the other dude, or he just dropped down. He could still be alive if I choose him to be?
Yeah, he could be alive if you choose him to be.
All right.
And you can tell me after the killing blow. Oh,
He
that
may
was
not
non-lethal.
choose him to be. Okay.
Is he knocked?
Extra.
I know he's knocked out for a period of time. He's not getting back up.
He is not getting back up anytime soon. And it is your turn, Abram.
All right. I mean, my roll before, I didn't try to kill him.
Okay.
I just tried to knock his ass out. So,
right. He's out.
If the other ones still seem like they're intent on having this happen,
they're a little bit mobbed up. So kind of, yeah.
Right.
And some of them have just been struck with some forceful magical bolts and are not happy about it.
This
Tie him
little
up.
cropped-haired guy right next to me, I'm going after him. I'm going to knock his ass out too.
Okay.
So I rolled 8. So I'm sure I missed.
Yep. That misses.
All right.
Okay. Attack. And then, so they move quick enough that he swings at you. That is a 7 to hit you.
It's,
Probably not going to do it.
Miss.
And then the one behind him, that's an 11 to hit you.
Miss.
Okay.
14 for me.
All right. So, Corncob, it's your turn. You're up now. You can see what's going on.
Who's close to me?
You could move in and then get this guy at the door that Abrin was just initially attacking. You just step forward to him. Just step Corncob forward.
And casting Shillelagh as a bonus action, does that mean I can do that and still hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I will do so. Natural 20.
Okay.
And so that makes the damage 1d8 plus 3, but I'm not trying to kill him.
All right, he goes down unconscious. Pull him out of there. There's one person left back there in the doorway. Oh, no, there's 2 people left. I'm sorry. But there might only be one by the time their turn rolls around.
Come on in, the water's fine.
Fathom.
I'd like to cast Minor Illusion to make behind them the sound of a bear roaring.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh, that's
Good
smart.
idea.
I'm going to shoot that bear.
Okay.
Oh boy.
The bear roars from behind. Make an
Does
Arcana.
Abrin hear the bear too?
Make an Arcana check to see how well you can pull off this distraction.
7.
Okay. So he turns around, listening to the sound, and is not running, but the one in the back, at least, is not running, but distracted and not turned your way. And he had actually, he had already been sort of losing faith in this combat. Pugil, you're down there. There's rats pouring out of the box, and you're kind of moving them back in, saying, no, it's okay. And there's some food.
I'm going to try to enlist Anne or Sarah's help and say, let's have lunch. Let these people upstairs do all the grown-up business. Let's feed these children.
Yeah, she went up to the kitchen to try to cook some food. So she's actually,
not back down yet?
No, she's not back down yet. Anne is the only one down here, the little girl.
Oh. I'm just going to try to keep them in the box. I want to keep the rats from scattering.
Okay, make another animal handling check.
That is a 12.
Okay, that's pretty good. So most of them are in. There's one Riley one, that seems to be hard to wrangle. But so one is being a problem for you.
Come on, dude, bring your little neck.
It's probably Jacob. Ivan.
That's the orange one. That's the one.
Ivan, you're up.
Wait a minute. I'm a bard. I'm going to do my
Sham.
Yeah.
I love seeing the hand signs without the.
Yeah. Bobby's frozen. Ivan is
I think he
frozen.
just-
There you go.
That hillbilly internet's coming through again. Yeah.
So you're a bard. You're going to do what instead?
the Pied Piper, do my Pied Piper trick on these
you're going to
rats.
perform for them.
Oh.
Yeah, try
Sure.
that.
Instead of the animal handling, make a performance check.
Okay. All right, another 12.
Okay. Again, that one rat doesn't seem to appreciate your music. The others are all pretty happy with it.
Oh, these are pretty.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a
an
note of who
example
that
of him.
That kid doesn't get
The
any
orange
dessert.
one. I
That's right.
guarantee you it's the orange one. Yeah.
Ivan, what are you doing upstairs there?
I guess there's one dude left, right?
There is, well, yeah, there's one that's still got the heart in the fight.
Okay. I'm going to shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Yeah. Blast his ass.
That's a range.
Look,
Listen,
if he's still fighting, he deserves it at this point.
Ooh.
Power word murder.
What do I add to what I rolled for this?
You're casting, so it should be, if you go to spells, you see it'll just say plus whatever. It's probably
okay.
plus 2, 3, or 5.
Mine is plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay.
So I got a 9. Is a 9 enough to hit a?
No, it actually like it scratches down the whole doorway, leaving a nice mark in it on the
So
inside.
maybe you freaked him out.
I'll use what actions I have left to slink away.
Abram.
Hey, you did good.
Yeah, it's good.
So he's still in the fight.
Yeah, that
Still in the
one.
fight.
Yep, and he's
All right. I'm gonna be like, before I roll, I'm just saying, dude, you still want this? All right, here we go. So, 20 total, 17 plus 3 to hit, and I did 5 points of damage.
Okay, is that lethal or non-lethal?
For this guy it should be, but no, I pull it and knock him out.
Okay. He's knocked out.
If he's still sticking in a fight, he should have backed off. But
yep, he's knocked out.
He looks like he might have a little elf in him, so I knock him out.
He does. And so the one outside then turns tail and just runs. They've lost their heart. And we are out of rounds for this.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, as a side note, I was going to say I have medicine as a proficiency. I wanted to see if I could stabilize them, make sure they don't die. All the ones on the ground.
Yeah, so there's the one that was taken out with a spell. You'll have to go make a medicine check on that one.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How far is that guy running away from us? I don't want him to leave.
Don't get kind-hearted now.
No, well, he's running. He's running full speed out. So
I'm running full speed after him, yelling at him to stop.
Okay. Yeah, pull Corncob out there. So
I'm a
he
dwarf.
I fell down. I died.
Pick Abram back up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Abram.
Corncob pushes over Abram to get out the door, chasing after this.
Yep. We can't let him get back.
Always. I will shoot him with an arrow.
So he stops. He drops his weapons, and he says, "No, I don't want any part of this. I came out. They got me all.
We won't hurt you. Come back in with your friends.
They
were. Have my word. We're not going to kill you.
They were acting harshly. They're no friends of mine.
Well, with your whatever, just get your ass back in.
Yes, sir. And he turns around and follows you back in.
I'm not friends with those dead guys.
All right. So if he gets back in here, if there's any more binding or stopping of bleeding that needs to be done, we'll do that. And then I suggest we tie all these people up.
Okay. Ivan, what was your medicine check?
Let me roll it. Let's see. Ooh, 17 plus 2, so 19.
Hey, that commoner that is not going to die. Good job.
There we go.
You can move them all in there, and you can tie them to the dining table benches or the center column, however you want.
Yeah. I'm taking all their weapons away, knives.
Okay.
Handcuff keys, whatever they got.
Okay.
Butter knives, hairpins.
You've taken it all away. You've tied them up. Only one was conscious during this.
Oh, good. That made it easy.
Yeah. And
I'm just gonna tell him, sorry, pal, but you got to calm down. We've got a real situation here. We're fixing it, but you're gonna just have to cool your heels.
he's just nodding. He's nodding. And Pugh, you've managed to keep all the, well, the rats in here. There's one you're struggling with, but you're able to keep them in there.
Okay.
All right. So everyone, how do you want to proceed? We're out of rounds. You've got the rats pretty much contained, and you've got
Abram, you want
these.
to guard these guys? I'll go back downstairs and see if we can do more rat
If we
wrangling.
if we get Sarah to set lunch, my concern is I don't want the rats to disperse. So
Right.
what I'd like to do is keep the rats under control, feed them, so that we can go to where Anne found this bracelet and see if we can find the source of the trouble.
Do you think you want to put them in the containers, or should we pick one of these side rooms and see if they can be in there? Maybe
let them
they'd be
have the
less
one in the
likely
room
to
at
try to
least.
get out. Yeah, I don't want to keep them in the bigger basement for sure.
Yeah, whatever would be a feasible rat-proof room where Anne could feed them and keep them happy while we're gone.
Yeah, these are big. You could patch one of the doors in the cellar and keep them in there.
Okay, I think that's what we should do. And
I think that's exactly what.
make sure Sarah understands these are the children who've been magically transformed, and she needs to, supervise them while we go try to find the source of the curse.
I'll be right
We
back.
need to bring the little girl with us.
I don't know. Maybe we
Think it's enough
should.
if we have the bracelet.
Maybe we should bring the girl. I mean, if she gets killed, it's only 1 out of 10, right? 1 out of 11.
1 out of 11.
Yeah, that's still good odds.
Oh boy.
What do you mean, oh boy, fireball man?
Do you think we need to bring one rat with us to see, like, if we change him back, how would we know if we don't have one with us?
That's good. Let's bring the orange
Also,
one.
in fairness, I never fireballed one of the rats.
No,
Right?
no.
Only the crazy villagers upstairs.
Only those
This
villagers
is
that attacked for
factual.
absolutely no reason at all.
And to be fair and technical, I didn't even hit anyone with the fireball.
No.
I shot it into the door frame.
That door sure doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does someone have space for a rat in their backpack or something?
Probably.
So right on Pooh's head.
I'll bring Mr. Uncooperative Ginger Rat.
Okay.
And since I can speak to rats, I'll say, come on, we're going to go see if we can't get you some help and be pals and all that good stuff.
I still have some time to speak with animals. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been 10 minutes, I don't think.
Yep.
I will help in the effort of convincing them.
No problem. You the rats are kind of okay, especially since there's food involved for them. And Jacob is happy to come with you. He's and identified that one as Jacob.
Oh, very good.
He was.
She knows which rats are which kids.
She does.
So we'll bring Anne and Jacob, and we'll follow the path up to the woods where Anne found the bracelet and see if we can find the source of the curse.
So we're taking Anne. Are we leaving the headmistress with the rats?
Yeah, I think leave Sarah with the rats.
Okay.
Do we trust the headmistress with the rats?
We don't have a choice. unless we want to be 4 different places at once.
Have we
If she
informed her
betrayed
what they
them,
are?
kill her.
Yes, we informed her.
Oh, okay.
That's why she went to make money.
Okay.
This is all hinging on you trusting her.
Yeah,
Whatever
dibs
her
on
name is.
fireballing her if she betrays us.
Okay.
And I'll shoot her with an arrow when you miss with that fireball.
How about this? How about you light the arrow? I'll light the arrow on fire, and then you shoot her with it.
Okay. Deal. Fair compromise.
Fireball and abs, saving the day.
See?
Okay.
Now, none of us are hurt,
When we
right?
get-
Great add to the murder hobos.
Hey, murder hobo, keep your eyes peeled for the bear that you
Yeah, we heard
antagonized
a
earlier.
bear out here earlier.
There's bear trouble.
Yes.
So
And as
can we?
talk,
No,
I
the bear
have
you
my-
heard was just me. I will explain to them that the bear that they heard was just me, but the bear was here before.
Well, a bear dumped the cart, and a bear was antagonized by Abran a few days ago. So if
Yeah.
anybody's eating that bear, it will be Abran's fault.
It's probably been following his smell everywhere he goes now.
Yeah, well, once they taste flesh.
Like Captain Hook's crocodile.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and that is some well-tended flesh too.
So I'm sorry. Let's.
Wow. The obsession with Abran is unbearable.
Oh
that.
no. Sorry.
You know,
So
elves are all white meat. There's no dark meat on an elf.
No dark meat.
No dark.
Well,
on an
he's
elf.
been basting himself with oils, you know.
Well, skin is crispy. It doesn't mean there's dark meat.
No, I'm saying he's extra tasty because he's been basting himself.
You go ahead.
you,
guys are-
with the help of Anne, go to the spot where she found this at the edge of the woods.
Okay, I want to be near Anne and what's the ginger's name?
Jacob.
Jacob. Now, when we get to the woods, can I call out in Sylvan? What was the dryad's name? Did I get the dryad's
You
name?
did not get the dryad's name, no.
Okay. Well, then I'll just call out, "Oh, yoo-hoo, Miss Dryad," or whatever.
What
Hey,
is that?
Protector of the forest, maybe.
Yes.
Will you go get
In
the...
Sylvan.
Could you get me that mini, Anne? The dryad.
Oh, yes.
So just in case, but make a nature check.
11 plus 3, 14.
14. So you go out and you call out
Sylvan.
in Sylvan, and the trees rustle a little bit, and you catch a glimpse in the tree as though someone might have just stepped out of it. And in Sylvan, you hear, "What is it you wish of me?"
I will tell the dryad the story of ask her help knows anything that could aid these suffering children.
Oh, this is darkness, not from me. You would need to reverse it by taking it to the source, the witch, I'm sure. She kind of slinks around the tree, half hiding, half sort of merging with it almost.
Let's show her the bracelet.
Yeah, she would say the source of this. I have the bracelet in my hand.
Yeah.
The bracelet is the witch is doing. She would
Okay.
assume.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we know exactly where this witch is already?
She's in the bog.
She's deep within the Wofield Swamp.
Why would the witch do that?
She's a witch.
What language
else?
are you? Is that common? Are you just kind of asking in common?
Yeah, I don't
So
think I want to try infernal out on a dryad.
she says, "Wow,
I'm just kind of musing to myself, I guess.
these foul creatures enjoy children the most."
Do they turn them into rats first?
Yeah, now they don't taste good though, do they?
Not that I've seen, but they could undo it and turn them back into children.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen. So we're going to dangle more children to her to get her to turn them back into children. Then we have to kill her.
We'll set Abran and Queven on her.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Let's go. Let's roll.
If you destroy her, that could be a solution.
Okay.
I'm down for it. I get to blow it up.
Yeah, let's blow
Well,
up.
Probably need to take Ann and Jacob back to the ranch.
I will
Hold my
express my gratitude to the Dryad and ask her if there's anything that I could do to help her since she's been so helpful to us.
Just watch my forest. Help
Okay.
protect it.
Well, I will gratefully.
So which
I'll be glad to do that. So keep us in mind if you ever need a favor. You have a friend. I think we should go back and make sure the rats are secured, and then start some witch tracking.
Yeah.
You can try to explain to them what we're doing.
I think we may have to tell the townsfolk what's going on and convert them into guards for the rats. Unless we want to leave people behind.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we should probably ask the town folk.
Cleric is wise.
We should talk to the town folk and ask them what they know about this witch. Get some witch intel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
If they're not happy with the witch, that'll help us, our cause.
Let's head
a different way.
If they're minions and servants of the witch, we might have to Abran them.
Well,
verb.
They're going to react one of two ways. Either like a dog that's been beat so we can get them to do stuff, or not. That's it.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't much of a fight. We'll come back and visit them again if this is going to be a problem.
Yeah, they don't want to get Abrans.
Okay. So that would they are all willing to accept that the witch of Wofield Bog is doing this. That's not a hard sell for them.
The witch has turned the children into rats. The rats are not evil. We can turn them back into children, but we have to go vanquish the witch first.
They're sold. They think
we need to be reasonable people and help us out and not screw our play here.
Yeah. So that is actually
Person
where
who talks to animals.
Person who talks to
Do
animals.
the rats? Yeah, Pugh.
Yes.
Do the rats understand other humans when they're talking? They just can't communicate back.
No,
And
I don't
the people
think
who are guarding them, no, they can't. So you're going to have to explain to them before we leave.
The headmistress has to watch the rats.
Them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best to make the rats understand that we want to turn them back into children so they won't have to eat fungus any longer. And so that they need to cooperate with Sarah and resist their rat-like instincts to the best that they can.
They
we're gonna go-
seem to understand that.
Okay.
They continue to gnaw on things, though, but they're doing okay.
Well,
And
let's try.
we'll try to coach Sarah to, give them things rats would enjoy, and have a little empathy. Give them
Okay.
some cheese or whatever rats might enjoy. What would rats enjoy? Little wheels to run
Cheese.
in or something. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Peanut
Little
butter,
spring traps.
cheese,
Yeah.
nesting areas. Yeah.
Potato chips.
Potato
Some
chips.
cedar chip.
So
Yeah.
next step for us is to head to the witch's bog.
Fireball.
It
Yep.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
First, we're going to make sure the townspeople understand that we're deputizing them, and their job is to make sure no harm comes to this building or the occupants.
Yeah, good idea.
Or they're going to get Abrand.
They understand
Rat.
that.
It's just
Someone, it doesn't have to be you, but it should be someone, make a persuasion check to convince them, to do the right thing the whole time you're gone, I would say.
Not
all
me.
right.
Who's got a good persuasion? Mine.
Mine's
I
a
have
plus
a
2.
plus
You're
3.
a bard and you don't have a good persuasion?
I have a plus 3
I'm
with
an
a 12
outlander
charisma,
bard.
so
Do that.
Who wants to
do it? Corn cob, you roll.
corn pop. Thank you. That's good.
I have a plus 3, but I don't have proficiency in it.
Corn pop.
Oh, I think that one's going to stick.
Now it's going to be a 15 with all the bonuses. Possible.
There's the cat.
There it is.
This
the
is
cat.
Archer, the famous Archer.
Hi, Archer.
No,
And he's about to
15.
lose it, so we're going to put him on the ground.
15.
15 is enough to. They seem pretty sold on it. They seem like they will follow those orders. That they have a duty and that these are the children. They're convinced of it.
Yep. And on top of that, I will personally arrange for a reward for each and every one of you.
Oh, wow. They are
Wow.
super stoked now.
Wow.
They're townsfolk. If I get
Yeah.
them a gold piece, they'll be happy, right? I mean, that's
Yeah, probably, actually.
So
It's going to have to come out of your pocket.
That's fine with me. I'd rather have them here than messing around. That's cheap.
I'd rather have my gold here than in the pocket of some peasant.
How much did we promise the peasants? I missed it.
I promise them a reward.
Some
I'm willing to pay
abstract reward.
I'm willing
I
to pay
might contribute.
We won't let
Yeah.
Abrand kill you. That is a sufficient
We'll make it.
reward.
Yeah, we'll make it worth their time.
Uh,
What could they possibly make? 3 coppers a day or some shit like
it's
that?
not much. Yeah, gold is a gold is like a month's salary for them.
Yeah, see, there you go. So, I'm not going to mention an amount, but I'll just make it worth their while. We'll see how much we have left after we get done with the witch.
Yeah, if any of us are left alive.
Are we
We'll give
taking
you
a
some witch cloth.
Are we taking a short rest or a long rest before we go to the witch's place? Out of
Oh,
curiosity.
Because you squandered your spells indiscriminately?
I mean, no. I mean, I used them to drop some rather unruly commoners. Thank you, Poohole.
Oh, such
While,
a
while you were wrangling rats.
So,
Justin, what was your idea for the length of this session?
well, that's what I was about to say. This is we're coming to where I'm going to end it for
This
this
seems like a
evening.
good break point to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, that's fair.
And you will be able to take a rest here. There are guest cottages on site,
dang it.
and then the plan, according to this map that you have, is to travel into the Woolfield
Oh.
Swamp for
I'm gonna go to
next
Fairfield
time.
and Wofield any day. I mean, just the naming. Whoever
I know.
named it Wofield really missed a thing.
Oh, look, there's a ramshackle house there. That might be a
Yeah.
good clue.
Oh,
Let's go
come to
investigate.
beautiful Wofield. Yeah, who wants to do that?
Come for the
Why
swamp,
did
stay
we
for
come
the
to this
witches.
town?
Yep. Yep.
That's a cool map. Where'd you get that map?
That's a very nice map.
I created that map for this.
Very
that's really
nice.
cool.
Very
nice.
cool looking map.
Is this where we're gonna find that? What is it? The dragon-backed apothecary, the one that is it Gene that sculpted it, or was sculpting it? The one that John was
What?
doing.
Oh, you mean in the swamp? Is that what you're?
Oh no, I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason
I've
does
got
that.
that, but we're
Jason,
not
yeah.
supposed to do it yet. We're not supposed to talk about it, Justin.
Well, no, we have actually already. So John is taking the art that you were working with, and he's doing his own. He's already shown it to people a couple of times.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
now he is sculpting something based on it, but not. I don't think it looks like what you have. So,
Okay.
He's making
So
correct.
I need to
Yeah.
dish out some experience points for everybody here. Commoners for doing all of this wonderful stuff, including this whole the commoner
Wait,
combat, not
before you-
super hard, but taking care of these children and figuring out what they are, not killing them. So all told, you each get 120 experience points each.
Oh, that's going to
Is that
put me
enough
at second level.
I think that'll put all of you at second level.
Yay!
Yeah, because we should all be at the same.
Oh, well,
point.
yeah. We'll all go to the same. When people jump in, they'll be at the same level based on the core players.
Wow,
Make
level
this-
1 was really easy, guys.
Make this simple. for you, Ivan. They
No,
had
it's fine.
they had to almost drown in a river for this.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Rana has worked for this hard, so.
So
We shot
yeah.
a bear.
Well, I got more dice.
We've-
Oh
in case
wow,
we
that's
met
a
any more
tower.
rivers.
God. I guess you have enough dice now.
How do I change the experience points on the D&D and Beyond thing?
So if you chose experience points as your initial, you could have chose experience points or milestone. Basically, there's a little drop-down arrow next to your name. If you chose milestone, it'll say adjust level, manage a level, and if you chose experience, it'll say manage experience. So you just click manage experience, and you can add minus experience.
Oh, I can't. I don't think I can get to it on my pad.
So that was
You can change it if you pick milestone, so we can help you fix that later.
Yeah, totally change it.
Yeah.
That was 120
it's like
XP.
nothing pops up. So what is our total experience right now?
I have 320,
Yep, she's got it.
and wizards who didn't choose spells might want to look into that.
Oh, no, it's perfect. I'm just going to ready the same spell over and over.
Okay, it seems
That
imperative.
actually is an easy way to do it until you need a specialty spell, so you have to go to sleep or something.
Oh, yeah. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but cantrips, whichever ones you select, you can cast any number of those any number of times, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, you're limited to one a round, or one a turn.
And those are nice. Those
Sure.
are nice and simple.
I mean, my
Yeah,
firebolt
cantrips
does
are like a whole better
1d10,
thing
which
these
is
days.
insane. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, that shillelagh spell, there's the cantrips alone can make you feel proud.
Yep. They level up with
Yeah,
you.
they're nice. So,
So,
all right, well, go ahead.
yeah.
Frank.
Well, I was going to say, obviously, I don't know what Justin's plan is for raids or anything like that, but I know we need to do our saying about ourselves and our outro. And
You have a raid.
and Justin will have a raid plan on that as well. And I'll let Justin play the back this time. So I'll go up front. I'll say my name is Frank. I am from Knightheartgaming. Check out Knightheartgaming if you want to. We play D&D and other stuff, and I'm doubly excited about the game, and I'm going to move it along like a campaign. Thank you for everyone that was able to play, and I hope that everyone's health is great for the next time around, and I guess that's it, really. Thank you. I enjoyed the game a lot. I know there wasn't a lot of combat for Michael, but there was a small opportunity. I don't know, Bobby. Do you wanna sign out?
Yeah, that was super fun. I'm sorry that Gene couldn't make it. He would have loved eating some peasants with Abran.
Yes.
Jason.
Well, I'm Jason, and this is the most fun I've had in a while playing a game, and I thank you a lot, Frank, and my fellow players. I do hope Gene can make it next time. He's been missed, but we're having a blast.
Michael.
Hey, that was a lot of fun, and let's start killing some more stuff. Let's go get that witch, burn her down, burn the witch, let's fireball that witch.
I second
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Hey, Michael, do you have a show or anything you might like to tell us about?
Oh yeah, and I got a show. I got a show. It's the Crow's Nest Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Central Time. Justin and I do that, and then we have very special guests on. We just had the three people to my right on the screen have already been guests. The next week's guest is going to be that ever elusive Gene. You know what?
If he's alive.
We might even have Frank on at some point too. Frank, would you like to be
Oh,
a
that'd
guest
be
on the
fun.
show
Agreed.
in
You should.
the
We should have
upcoming
Frank.
week?
It's
Yeah.
it's
Frank
possible.
paints miniatures and does terrain and cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that'd
if
be
you're
fun.
ever if you're free on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Central.
I can make that happen sometime. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
Awesome.
we have Gene next week, and then we announced that Ron is the week after that. So maybe Frank, we can line you up after that.
Rhonda.
You can join the clever crew.
Cool.
Yes,
Clever-
the clever crew.
That's a good alliteration.
Clever
I'm
Crow.
Rhonda Bender. I don't have a show, but I do have a blog where I give out painting tips and stuff. So just look for birdwithabrush.com.
Please check that out. And Justin.
And thank you for all your work, Frank.
Oh, thank you.
I don't have much
Yes,
to add other than I second what Proctor said. But yeah, just check out the channel anytime we're live. It helps us out. So, and yes, please go check out Knightheartgaming on Twitch, because they run multiple games like this one, and they're all fun. They're all great. My personal favorite is Maximum Maiden. So just give them a look, see guys. But outside of that, that's it. Just keep being awesome, really.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Who are we raiding, Justin? You've got it worked out.
We are going to be raiding, assuming she is still alive and she hasn't run away. She has not. We're going to be raiding Holly Monster.
Awesome.
Holly is a friend of the channel. She's awesome.
Give her a follow and all the extra hype that you can. I guess that's it for now. Until next time, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, Frank.
Good
That
night,
was
Frank.
fun.
All right.
Good night,
Take
everybody.
care.
That was a good
All right,
time.
bye.
Yes, it was. It was a blast. If you guys want to watch this again, it'll be in 2 weeks from today. So that'll be the 29th? Just tune in and
Yeah.
check it out. 6 p.m. Central.
Burn some witches.
Burn some witches. Yeah,
Burn
we'll burn some witches.
Burn some
All right,
witches.
guys.
Oh, and
Too bad.
wait, Justin, right before that, I believe that Bobby Jackson will be showing off some of his miniatures on Bones Update.
Fantastic.
Some of-
Yes, perfect. Yes, he will be.
Depends
be
on
showing-
what turnarounds are required.
Oh no, not this again. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Next show will be Monday morning, 11:30 a.m. Central Time for Ann. So we look forward to you then. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a
All
great
right.
weekend.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
All right, goodbye.